Hey, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Joining us in the studio, I've got Tegan Davis, and she's a public relations librarian for the Eagle Valley Library District. Thanks for coming in, Tegan.
Thanks for having me.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How do you feel today? Pretty good?
I do feel good. Thank you.
So you're kind of, you oversee relations between all the libraries within Eagle County's district, is that correct?
Yes, so the Eagle County Library District makes up of Avon, Eagle, and Gypsum Public Libraries, but
Okay.
our service areas from Dow Junction all the way down to Dot Cerro.
So Vail's separate.
Vail is separate. They are a town library.
Okay.
So, and then we cover everything else, and then Basalt has their own library.
How did you get into working in the library? Can I ask you that? I'm just curious.
Oh yeah, it was a roundabout way. So I took a little adventure. I biked the Continental Trail Divide.
Okay.
Continental Divide Trail.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, I ended up with a job at a library. I applied and they said, "Oh, we'll think about it for about 3 weeks." I'm like, "Perfect, I'll just."
And that was
start.
here in Eagle County?
No, that was actually up in Grand County.
Okay.
And then I got my master's in library information sciences with an emphasis on early childhood literacy.
Okay.
And then popped over to Park City, and then this job opened up here, and I moved back to Colorado.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Welcome back.
Thank you.
So starting just a few days ago.
Yes.
Banned Book Week.
Yes.
So you told me off camera too, like it's kind of a big deal because people still don't think that there's banning of books. Is that correct?
Yeah. It's surprising because everyone thinks, with the First Amendment,
Right.
everything's open and out there, but there are challenges and bans that happen every year. And so the American Library Association Office for Intellectual Freedom tracks this, and they track to see what's being banned, what's being challenged. If it is successful, it is considered a banned book. There's challenges all the time of materials that people or groups want removed in public libraries or schools.
So you mentioned a few books here.
Yes.
So does this mean, let's clarify, so if I have 13 Reasons Why on my bookshelf at home,
Yes.
that's fine, right?
That's fine. No one's going to come into your home and take that book away. But if you have that book in a public library or school, someone might try to remove that book.
So
you can go in and check it out.
So these are challenged or banned books. So if it's banned, it's definitely out, right?
It's definitely out. So some school districts have removed 13 Reasons Why. And how they track this is challenges get reported to the American Library Association or either for third parties. So let's say the challenge made the news. And so the American Library Association tracks that.
Okay.
A lot of the challenges don't get reported because principals, deans, administrators are the ones that are pulling these items. And staff don't want to lose their job, so they don't want to mention it.
But a challenge is just basically me saying, hey, this book is inappropriate, in a sense, right? And you
In
can
a
say,
sense.
well, we'll look into it and see.
Yes,
And then if
exactly.
there's enough energy out there from other communities around Colorado and around the country, then it goes to the next level.
Well, it depends on where you are and what challenges you're trying to make. So again, school districts and school and public libraries will review the challenge. Of course, we want to listen to our constituents, but what it comes down to is censorship, and so we don't want. Because we don't want vast swaths of books or materials to be missing from our shelves due to objections. Because what you find offensive might not
Right.
be what I find. So again, it's trying to control or trying to make the freedom to read for everyone available,
Yeah.
and the choice to read whatever materials you want to read.
And trying to find that balance because
Yes.
there's probably some people that think that a lot of books need to be banned, and then there's other people that don't care at all.
Exactly.
And then people fall in the middle. So you
Yeah.
want to find that balance.
And you want to listen to everyone.
Yeah.
Because it does come from a good place when people do challenge books.
Did you want to mention, so 13 Reasons is one of the books.
Yeah, that one, it's an older book, and it came onto the top 10 because Netflix made a show about 13 Reasons Why, and so it deals...
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, it deals with teen suicide, so a lot of people were like,
Okay.
no! And because Netflix had made it a show, the popularity of that book risen, and so then again, more people wanted it banned out of public and library schools.
So it's banned?
Officially
Officially or not yet?
It depends on where you
Okay.
live.
How about right
so, right here, no.
Okay.
Mesa County, however, did have it pulled from their public library shelves.
Okay.
They did do a review process, and they did put it back on the shelf.
The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian.
Also an older book, but very popular, and it ends up on curriculum lists, and sometimes parents object to the material in it.
Okay.
And so again, these are great conversations to have with your child or your family about whether it's 13 Reasons Why and it's teen suicide, or whether it's coming
Sure.
of age stories. These are great opportunities to have those conversations. And what oftentimes happens when people have an objection on like a school reading list, the school will provide alternate books for families who
Okay.
don't want their child to read them.
I've got one more on the list, drama.
Drama, that is a graphic novel, and it happens to feature an LGBTQ character. And
Okay.
so, again, some people found that offensive.
Is that a newer book?
That is actually an older book. So
Okay.
as I was going through this year's list, I was kind of surprised to see some of the books on here because some of them are older. And I think what's happening is they're just making their way through the schools, and some parents and groups are finding them offensive.
It's just the way it is. There's
It's
always
just the way
something,
it
right?
is, yeah.
Nice
And
to
so,
see you.
thank you for having me.
Tegan, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
The last one on the list, I got to mention To Kill a Mockingbird. I just had to say it real quick. It's one of my favorite books of all time, too.
Oh, well, see? And
See?
that's
But
why
I
we
don't
talk
take offense
about
to it,
this.
but I don't take offense to a lot of things either. All right, we have more of the show coming up. We're going to go back to Molly in Eagle with a look at that weather forecast in just about another 20 minutes of Good Morning Vail. We'll be right back.